Today, we walk through time 130 years into the past. As I walk this path with my child, I wonder who once stood at its end. Here was a time when the nation no longer cared for its people. Tears soaked each grain of rice, and sighs of despair filled the land. Corrupt officials knew no limits, and taxes tightened around every neck. The people weren't truly living, they were simply enduring. In the town of Gobu lived a farmer named Jean Bongjun. He could no longer endure in silence. The corruption and exploitation of the magistrates, Joe Byong-gap, pushed the people to their breaking point. Together with his neighbors, John stormed the local government office. It was the first cry for a better world. March 1894, in Baeksan, Jeolla Province. Thousands of peasant soldiers gathered, wearing white headbands, chanting, "Protect the nation, bring peace to the people, expel the West, defeat the Japanese." The spark of rebellion spread across the land. They called themselves the Donghak Army, rising not as servants, but as rightful owners of their world. At the Battle of Hwangtocheon, the Donghak Army achieved a resounding victory over government forces. From there, they marched on, through Jiangxiong, Zhongjop, and Goshang, proving that the power of the people was real. At last, the government agreed to a truce with the peasant army. On that land, the people established their own governing body, Jibgangso. It was a time when corruption was challenged and justice was restored by the people themselves. Brief though it was, it marked a powerful moment of self-rule. At the heart of it all was an idea, Si Cheong-ju, serve heaven within. A belief that every person is sacred, that every life holds the dignity of the divine. The world Cho Jiu envisioned was one where no one lived beneath another. My daughter didn't ask, but I felt the need to answer. Why did they rise? What had they left for us? It's not just about remembering the past. It's about understanding what still lives within us. In 2019, the records of the Donghak Peasant Revolution were inscribed in UNESCO's memory of the world. The cries for justice and equality, once shouted by the people of this land, are now preserved in the history of the world. The revolution did not end. Even today we walk the same path, guided by the belief that people are as sacred as the heavens. History belongs to those who remember. The cries of that day have not faded. We who remember are the next page of the revolution.